Hey guys, Frisian here. We got this 2017 Dodge Journey with the 3.6 Pentastar engine. It has a famous ticking noise of the Pentastar engines from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, so you name it, you know, Chargers, Durangos, Grand Cherokees, all the ones that have the 3.6, even the 3.2 can have that ticking sound. So most of the time, if you catch it early, it's only going to be your lifters, and so what you want to do is replace those. So let me turn this on so you can hear what it sounds like, and how to replace it. So let me get to it. Still go in here, turn it on. So you hear the ticking, okay? The first thing you gotta do is identify where the sound is coming from, either the front or the back, okay? So once you remove the cover, like I said, the first thing you gotta do is identify where the noise is coming from, okay? So the noise, it's definitely coming from the back there. Okay. So you gotta remember that there is gonna be, the injectors do make a very faint clicking sound, okay? Do not mistake that for the rockers that are clicking, okay? Or the lifters that are clicking and they're already worn out. So what basically happens is that the lifter stops lifting the rocker, okay, that goes onto the camshaft, and what basically happens is that the rocker is just, like, you know, jumping freely and making that ticking noise because there's no pressure by the lifter back and forth, okay? So we're going to be installing the rockers and the lifters. This is the product code from Mopar, and so like I said, first identify where it's coming from, either the rear bank or the front bank. It could be both, you know, but right now the noise, there's no noise coming from the front, it's only coming from back there. To access it, remove the intake and remove the rear valve cover, okay? 8 millimeters and a couple of pry tool and a couple connectors. That's pretty much all you need to remove all this. 2 10s right here and a 13 back here on this bracket. But anyways, in a nutshell, these are the lifters, okay? Those are the lifters, and this right here are the rockers, okay? So what happens, all right, so let's start from the top. Identify if the noise is coming from the front or the rear of the engine, okay? It's possible that it's coming from both sides. In this case, it's coming from the rear. The ticking noise is coming from the rear. So we need to remove all this stuff and get to the rockers and lifters. It could either be one, multiple, or even the cam can be damaged. So we'll know once we get there. To get there, we need to remove the intake, the airbox, and the rear valve cover, okay? The airbox, just use a flathead screwdriver, remove this section here, disconnect the cables, all these air lines right here, this harness connector, this connector right here as well. And on the front of the intake, you're gonna have a 10 here, another 10 right here, and then these 2 brackets are held down by 2 13s, one 13 there, and another 13 down there by the bracket. Okay, once you loosen those, the bracket will be loose, and then the middle section is held down by 8 millimeter bolts. The middle bolts are 8 mils. The valve cover bolts are also 8 mils. And back here you're gonna have a bracket, 2 10s, and a 13 at the bottom, okay? So let me remove all this, and then we're only gonna have the valve cover to remove. Alrighty, so we made some room. Took out the intake, the air box, the coils are held down by 10 mil, and just make sure you disconnect all the cables you see around. There's two things left. This guy right here is a Torx T30, and your PVC valve right here is held on by two Torx T25. Okay, so remove both of these, and the only thing left will be your 8 mil bolts holding on the valve cover. All right, so let me take those out. So this guy right here is going to be hitting on the valve cover. When you're trying to lift it, it's going to be tapping there. It's going to feel as if there's still a bolt connected, but it's not. Okay, obviously make sure that you got the bolts loosened. So you just lift the valve cover up and towards your right, just very little, and then it's going to pop out and it will come out. Okay, other than that, so this is the one that's bad. It's loose, there's some play. Okay, all the other ones are completely fine, they're tight. So this is the one that I'm going to be replacing along with the rest. Okay, I'm changing all the rockers and the lifters, but just for the video purposes, this is the one that we're changing. And the way to do this without removing the cam facers from the for the cams, you can loosen this Torx bolts that are holding the cam. It's called the cam bearings. Just loosen them slightly, all of them, and the cam will lift very slightly, just giving you enough room to replace the lifter and the rocker. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. And this one is a Torx T30. All right, so again, loosen all this as a unit, and then the cam will lift slightly. Okay, and they're gonna give you enough space to replace it. So let me just show you. GoPro, turn off. So once it lifts enough, you can reach in there and dig it out. So there it is. This is the rocker. There it is. This is the lifter. This is the lifter. So there it is. I got the new lifters back in there. And if you do need to remove the camshaft because it's really damaged from the journals, you need to remove the front two phasers. Those two big bolts are a short 36 socket. Okay, the long one is gonna hit at the back and you won't have enough space. So make sure it's a short 36 socket, and remove the front two facers towards the front, and then you're gonna be able to remove the bearing caps and take out the camshaft and put the new one back in there. I have another video where it shows. So let me put this back in there, and I'll see you in the next one. If you got any questions, just comment below and I'll get you those answers. All right guys, see ya.